Good day. GE with a word here. Well, it's been a different December for BB and me. I went through an episode of Bell's palsy with the paralyzed face and all of that, and then a raging sinus infection, and now my BB is suffering from vertigo. But we're both still looking forward to Christmas and all that it means. One thing that we associate with Christmas, all of us, is gifts. Let me tell you a little story. Have you ever been given something that you needed and unexpectedly? Once, when I was going to Bible college, and this is over 40 years ago, we were in bad shape financially. We were out in Asheville for something we had to have, and we didn't have much money. A man that I went to school with, a ministerial student, truck driver, came running up to me in the parking lot of the Asheville Mall and told me that he had been looking for me. We didn't live anywhere close to each other, and neither one of us lived in Asheville. He gave me $100. At that time, that was a godsend to us. Now, I read later in the newspapers that he had disappeared. I don't know what happened to him, but what he gave me at that moment, that time, was a needed and unexpected gift. Now, that's what Jesus is, a needed and unexpected gift from God. Let me share with you what the Bible teaches us about this gift from Luke chapter 2, verses 7 through 11, when the baby was born and the shepherds were told. We find that Christ is an appropriate gift for humanity. God didn't send an angel. An angel would not have been sufficient. God didn't send a show. A show would have not have paid my price. But God sent a man. And a man is what mankind needed, a God-man. A man, both God and man. God's love is for us. His purpose is for our good. And God sent exactly what we needed. We find also that Christ is a gift for the great. He was a direct descendant of a human king, David, and he is the direct descendant of the King of Heaven, God himself. No one can say, I'm too good for Christ. Now, Christ is also the gift for the lowly. And sometimes we all feel a little lowly and poor and insignificant, maybe. But Jesus, let me tell you something, my friend. Jesus has been where you are, and Jesus has walked where you walk, and no one can say that Christ is too good for me. He's exactly what you need. He's also the gift for the unaware and the needy. That night when the shepherds heard that message and went to find Jesus, they knew that they were missing something. We all do. We know that there's something in our lives missing. And they followed because they were missing that something. And they were unaware of its coming. You know, sometimes, well, I think most of the time, the gospel just bursts upon us with the good news. It did with me for certain. Do you know today that you need something? It's Jesus. And do you know that something unexpected can happen to you today? It can, and it's Jesus. We find finally that Christ is the gift for the receptive. These men accepted the message and saw the Christ child and accepted him into their lives. And when we receive that gift, it makes it necessary for us to tell others, like the shepherds did. They went and they told others, is there some kind of a gift that you really want? And if you got it, could you help but tell? Listen, that's the way it is with Jesus. And it brought joy previously unknown to these men. The shepherds had never known joy like this, and you'll never know a greater joy than to find the gift of Christmas, Jesus Christ. Have you received the gift of Christmas, which is Christ? Maybe today is the day that you need to do that. If you haven't, listen. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, For behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. May God bless and guide you this day and in those to come. Merry Christmas to each one from BB and me.